Regular board meeting for the governing board of trustees for Romoland School District has been called to order at 5:30 PM. Roll call. Mr. Reller,
Here.
Mrs. Moon. Here. Ms. Kleist will be joining us a little later. Mr. Sperry
Here.
and myself, Mr. Geary here. Is there any public comments for closed session?
No, there are not.
Closed session is called at 5:30 PM to discuss public employee discipline, dismissals, release, negotiations, public employees' employment, and confidence with labor negotiators. No, is it, we good? Okay, any action taken in closed session?
No action was taken.
Okay, thank you. We'll now stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yeah. Now go over the government's norms. We agree to act with dignity, respect differences, build trust, work as a team, engage the public, focus on the success of every student, work together for the common good. Now go on to Governing Board of Trustees reports. Mr. Reller.
Nothing to report at this time.
Thank you. Ms. Moon,
Nothing to report at this time.
Mrs. Kleitz,
Nothing to report at this time.
Mr. Sperry.
No report at this time.
Thank you, myself. No report. Superintendent, Mr. Payton.
Just a quick information item that summer school got started and is underway and having a very successful start to our summer learning experience for our students.
Thank you. We'll now move on to recognition and announcement. District recognition staff retiring during 2020 and 2021 school year. Mr. Murray.
Well, thank you this evening. We'd like to take some time this evening to thank the members of our Romoland school staff who have moved on into retirement this school year. We want to thank each of them for their commitment to the district and to our students, and we want to wish them the best of luck as they go into retirement. From our classified staff, we have 2 retirees from Harvest Valley Elementary School. Marcy Valenzuela began working in the district in 1988 and became well known to the community and staff due to her prominent position in the front office as attendance clerk. Her 32 years of service make her the longest serving member of the staff to retire this school year. Harvest Valley also had Isabel Jacobo move into retirement this year after working for the district since 1997. Isabel's focus was on working with students developing their English language skills within her role as a bilingual instructional aide. Romoland Elementary School also had a key member of the front office staff retire this school year with the retirement of Esperanza Valencia. Esperanza started working in the school district in 1992 and had become an office had been an office clerk and attendance clerk prior to becoming the school secretary at Romoland Elementary School in 2006. She remained in this role until her recent retirement. The district also had a number of certificated teachers who retired this school year. Kelly Belong retired mid-year from her elementary teaching position at Boulder Ridge Elementary School. Kelly had worked for the district since 2000, with her most recent teaching assignments being as a second grade teacher. Harvest Valley Elementary School saw the retirement of 2 of their teachers this year. Debbie Badia began working for the district in 1995, with her most recent teaching assignments being kindergarten and first grade. Debbie is noted for her focus on commitment on working with students developing their English skills. Pat Denton also retired from Harvest Valley after having been employed by the district since 2007. Her most recent assignment was teaching kindergarten, but she taught multiple grade levels during her career in the district and was also a district instructional coach from 2014 through 2020. From Ethan A. Chase Middle School, the teaching staff saw the retirement of a member of the physical education department. Trace Still was a leader within the PE department, beginning her career in the Romoland School District in 2003. Chase also saw the retirement of Teresa Williams. Teresa has been a member of the Romoland staff since 2007, beginning her career as a classroom teacher. Teresa then made her career move by taking on the position of speech language pathologist in 2012, and this is the position she is retiring from this school year. The last 2 retirements came out of the district office. Steve Kolakowski retired this year from his position as instructional coach. He began working in the district in 2013, and though he worked for the district for a shorter period than most of our retirees, he had a strong impact on classroom instruction throughout the district due to his expertise in math instruction. Carol Cole was recognized by the board prior to her retirement earlier this school year. We wanted to thank her again for her commitment to the district in her role as a chief business official. Overall, the staff who retired averaged more than 17 years of service each within the school district. Thanks again, and the best of luck to all of our retirees. Thank you.
Thank you. Do any board members have comments or questions?
I'd just like to congratulate all those who are lucky enough to retire this year. Enjoy, you deserve it.
I have a comment, and so be patient with me. First of all, a thank you just seems so small in comparison to everything that you all have done over the years for the staff and the students and our community here in Romoland District. The impact that you've had on others will ripple on for decades. You all have made a difference. Now, some of you have gotten to know over the past 15 to 17 years more than others. I appreciate each and every one of you. But I want to talk just about a few of those people retiring. Debbie Badilla, hey, thanks so much for caring and loving our neighborhood kids and all the students. It's very much appreciated. Tracy Dillon, I can't have you retire without saying something about Tracy. You're an advocate for children and adults throughout your entire years in Romoland. Thank you for your passion. Esperanza, not seeing you at Romoland Elementary on my visits will be very strange, but thank you for your 29 years of service and dedication to the Romoland district and community. Marcy, you down there at Harvest, it will be also very strange not seeing you as well down there. And thank you for your 32 years of loving the community and the students of Romoland. And Pat Denton, what can I say about you? What I will treasure most about you is your willingness to always help others. These past 14 years, your passion for lifelong learning will surely be carried out and carried on by your students and the staff that you have affected and set as an example. So thank you, everybody, and happy retirement. I know every day will be a Saturday, so enjoy it.
That was amazing, Miss Kleitz. I just want to add again my congratulations for those that are retiring this year. And it's amazing looking at that list and the number of them that had an impact on my son Chandler as he went through the Romoland Elementary School District. I can think of all the great times that he had at Harvest Valley and on to middle school in the Romoland Elementary School District, and a lot of those staff members on our list today that are retiring had a great impact on him. So thank you for everything you've done for all of our kids, especially my son, Chandler.
Okay, thank you. We would like to congratulate all our retiring staff members who are recognized this evening. Thank you for your dedication and effort throughout your career in helping to prepare our students for the future. Congratulations again. This concludes our recognition for the evening. We'll now move on to public comments. Do we have any public comments?
No, we do not.
Okay. Employee association reports? Any reports? Okay, thank you. We'll now move on to the consent agenda. Items on the consent agenda are approved in one motion. Do any board members have comments or questions in regards to the consent agenda? Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
All motion?
Do I have
I'll
a
second.
All in favor, Mr. Rowler,
Aye.
Mrs. Moon,
Aye.
Ms. Kleitz,
Aye.
Mr. Sperry,
Aye.
and myself, Mr. Aguirre, aye. You. We'll now move on to action items. So L1, Local Control and Accountability Plan, LCAP 2021-2022. Dr. Weiss?
Good evening. The Local Control and Accountability Plan is a 3-year plan through 2024 that describes the goals, actions, and services, as well as expenditures to support positive student outcomes, including increasing and improving services for socioeconomically disadvantaged students, English learners, and foster youth. It is made up of 3 parts: the BOP, the Budget Overview for Parents, Annual Update, and our goals and actions for next year. And it was developed with stakeholder input.
Thank you. Do any board members have comments or questions?
I just have a comment. Dr. Weiss, I'd just like to thank you. I know you're spearheading this whole thing and everybody's efforts along with the community. once again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You.
Dr. Weiss, were there any changes since the last presentation?
Yes, thank you for asking, Mr. Reller. There was an expansion of the narrative in the area of increasing and improving services for socioeconomically disadvantaged youth, foster youth, and English learners. That was based on feedback from Riverside County Office of Education, how to explain that narrative in more detail to be compliant with the state's new template.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor, Mr. Reller,
Aye.
Ms. Moon,
Aye.
Ms. Kleitz,
Aye.
Mr. Sperry,
Aye.
and myself, Mr. Geary, aye. Move on to L2, approval and adoption of the 2021-2022 annual budget. Mr. Bacon.
Thank you, Mr. Aguirre. The 21-22 budget is prepared with information presented to us at the governor's May revision. That is the most recent information we have with which to develop this budget that forecasts the next year plus additional 2 years. As we discussed at the budget presentation, the likelihood that we'll need to present an updated 45-day budget to the board in August is extremely likely, as the final agreement that's come out of the legislature has some changes from what the governor had asked for at the May revision. So at this time, we recommend to approve the budget based on the May revision, and then we'll bring that update back to you in August.
Okay, thank you. Do any board members have any comments or questions? Do I hear a motion to approve?
A motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, Mr. Reller,
Aye.
Mrs. Moon,
Aye.
Ms. Kleitz,
Aye.
Mr. Sperry,
Aye.
and myself, Mr. Geary, aye. Thank you. We move on to L3, Resolution 31, 2020-2021, authorizing the establishment of Fund 08-Student Activity Special Revenue Fund. Mr. Bacon.
Thank you, Mr. Aguirre. This resolution we're bringing before you is to enable the Riverside County Office of Education to establish a Fund 08, as it indicates. This requirement to report student activity funds, or ASB, as part of our financials was actually a requirement going into the 1920 school year. However, there was a delay in that because of the COVID-19 pandemic. As part of the year-end closing process for the 2021 books that will be closing in September, we need to report the activity that's occurred in the ASB for this year. So this resolution would allow the county office to open a Fund 08 for us to be able to report that activity.
Thank you. Any board members have any comments or questions?
What was the reason behind the need for this fund? Is it to ensure that we are spending our money through ASB on the kids that we raised it for? Is that how it is? They want to make sure we're not carrying over a lot of money. Is that right?
My understanding is that it brings greater transparency to the process. So previously, these funds had not been reported out in the standard state forms. And so this will enable more transparency for questions to be asked and more research and in-depth understanding of how these funds are spent to be completed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do I hear a motion to approve?
A motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. All in favor, Mr. Reller,
Aye.
Mrs. Moon,
Aye.
Ms. Kleitz,
Aye.
Mrs. Kleitz,
Aye.
uh,
Aye. Sorry about that.
Mr. Sperry,
Aye.
and myself, Mr. Geary, aye. Moving to L4, approval to utilize California Multiple Award Schedule, CMAS, for the purchase and replacement of carpeting in Mesa View Elementary School. Mr. Bacon.
Thank you, Mr. Aguirre. As we presented at the May facilities update, the carpet at Mesa View is in need of replacement. The CMAS process allows us to, instead of going out for a formal bid, we're able to use a standardized set of pricing on a federal government schedule. And we're just seeking the board's approval to go ahead and utilize that to do this project.
Thank you. Any board members have comments or questions? Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, Mr. Eller,
Aye.
Ms. Moon,
Aye.
Ms. Kleitz,
Aye.
Mr. Sperry,
Aye.
and myself, Mr. Gary, aye. Moving to L5, memorandum of understanding between the Romoland School District and the Romoland Teachers Association. Mr. Murray.
Yes, this is a memorandum of understanding between the Romoland Teachers Association and the district establishing summer school class sizes and an increased hourly rate of pay for those who are teaching the 2021 and/or 2022 summer school and extended school year programs.
Thank you. Do any board members have any comments or questions? Okay, do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll motion.
Do I
I'll
have a
second.
second? Thank you. All in favor, Mr. Eller,
Aye.
Mrs. Moon,
Aye.
Ms. Kleitz,
Aye.
Mr. Sperry,
Aye.
and myself, Mr. Gary, aye. Moving on to L6, tentative agreement between the Romoland School District and the Romoland Teachers Association. Mr. Murray.
Now, this is a separate tentative agreement with the Romoland Teachers Association and the district that calls for a general increase in compensation of 1.5% retroactive to July 1, 2020 for those employees represented by RTA.
Any board member have comments or questions? Do I hear a motion to approve?
I motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, Mr. Eller,
Aye.
Mrs. Moon,
Aye.
Ms. Kleitz,
Aye.
Mr. Sperry,
Aye.
and myself, Mr. Gary, aye. L7, memorandum of understanding between the Romoland School District and the California School Employees Association, Chapter 499. Mr. Murray.
This is a memorandum of understanding between the California School Employees Association and the district providing for a one-time payment of up to $2,000 based upon the full-time equivalency for all classified staff represented by CSEA.
Thank you. Do any board members have any comments or questions? Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll
I'll make a
motion.
motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor, Mr. Eller,
Aye.
Mrs. Moon,
Aye.
Ms. Kleitz,
Aye.
Mr. Sperry,
Aye.
and myself, Mr. Gary, aye. Moving on to L8, tentative agreement between the Romoland School District and the California School Employees Association, Chapter 499. Mr. Murray.
This is also a separate tentative agreement between the California School Employees Association and the district, calling for a general increase in compensation of 1.5% effective July 1, 2020, and increase the rate of pay for classified staff who work during the 2021 and/or 2022 summer school and extended school year programs.
Thank you. Do any board members have any comments or questions? Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, Mr. Eller,
Aye.
Mrs. Moon, Ms. Kleitz,
Aye.
Mr.
Aye.
Sperry,
Aye.
and myself, Mr. Gary, aye. L9, compensation for non-represented management and confidential employees. Mr. Murray.
Now, this item applies the one-time payment of $2,000 and the 1.5 general increase in compensation effective July 1, 2020 to all management and confidential employees.
Thank you. Do any board members have any comments or questions? Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, Mr. Eller,
Aye.
Mrs. Moon,
Aye.
Ms. Kleitz,
Aye.
Mr. Sperry,
Aye.
And myself, Mr. Gary, aye. Um, So I'll read this in. As of January 1st, 2017, California Government Code Section 54953C3 requires an oral summary of a recommendation for a final action on salaries, salary schedules, and compensation to be paid in the form of fringe benefits to a local agency executive. In addition, Government Code Section 53262 mandates that employment contracts for local agencies executives be ratified in open session in order to comply with these requirements. We will be providing an oral summary in connection with agenda item L10 and L11. Agenda item L10 proposes approval of a superintendent salary schedule. The salary schedule is attached to the board agenda and includes 5 steps, which range from $225,000 to $243,546, and is effective July 1st, 2021. Now moving to L10, approval of salary schedule for superintendent. Mr. Murray.
I think you caught most of that in your summary of that, but this is an updated salary schedule for the position of superintendent.
Okay, thank you. Do any board members have any comments or questions? Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, Mr. Eller,
Aye.
Ms. Moon,
Aye.
Mrs. Kleitz,
Aye.
Mr. Sperry,
Aye.
and myself, Mr. Gary, aye. Agenda L11, the Board of Trustees will consider and take action on the proposed superintendent's employment contract for Trevor Payton as superintendent. The contract provides for an initial term of employment from July 1st, 2021 through June 30th, 2025. The contract provides annual compensation for the 2021-2022 school year in the amount of $229,500 corresponding the roll 1, step 2 of the superintendent's salary schedule. The contract provides an annual deposit of $5,000 into a tax sheltered annuity, TSA, of the superintendent's choice beginning July 1st, 2021. And through the term of the agreement, the contract $500,000 term life insurance policy, a district provided cell phone, and the SAM medical, dental, and vision insurance benefits as are provided to certified managers generally, which consist of $10,000 district contributions to health, dental, vision insurance. Now moving to L11, approval contract for employment of superintendent. Do any board members have any comments or questions? Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, Mr. Reller,
Aye.
Mrs. Moon,
Aye.
Ms. Kleitz,
Aye.
Mr. Sperry,
Aye.
and myself, Mr. Gary, aye. You will now move on to information item 1, M1, California Accountability Dashboard Local Indicators. Dr. Wise.
Good evening again, board. There is no presentation for this, but the dashboard local indicators are based on the state priority areas for LCAP. They represent the indicators that cannot be represented with charts or graphics on the California School Dashboard website. Rather, they are described in a narrative format. They are published on the California School Dashboard website each December. And this year there was a change, and we are to bring these indicators to you during the same board meeting as the LCAP when it's up for approval. So all indicators are rated as meeting the standard, and the indicators are the following. Priority 1 is a description of teachers, instructional materials, and facilities per our school accountability report cards. The indicator for priority 2 is about our implementation and monitoring of state standards. through our DigiCoach walkthrough tool, our professional learning communities, and the professional development opportunities we provide to staff. Local indicator for priority 3 is about our parent guardian engagement with the use of a state-provided rating scale. Local indicator 6 shows how we administer the California Healthy Kids Survey annually to monitor school climate, safety, and student connectedness. And finally, local indicator for priority 7 examines our students' access to a broad course of study and highlights the 7-period day at Ethan A. Chase with our offerings of visual and performing arts, language other than English, such as our AP Spanish class, our STEM electives, and our AVID electives. Additionally, this section highlights our music program at the elementary schools and our PE program, as well as full-day transitional kindergarten. All other indicators for the priority areas 4, 5, and 8, they actually show up as graphic representations on the state dashboard for academics, attendance, and behavior. At this time, I welcome any questions you may have about the local indicators. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, there's no need for a closed session, so we will now move on to closing comments. Mr. Reller.
None. Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Moon.
Thanks to all of our retirees.
Thank you. Ms. Kleitz.
No comment.
Mr. Sperry.
I have no comments.
And myself, Mr. Gary, no comments. Thank you. This meeting is adjourned. Our regular board meeting is adjourned at 6:57 PM.